Welcome back. Today is day 5 and we will be factoring polynomials with algebra tiles. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to factor trinomials where C is positive using manipulatives. We will also be able to analyze the structure of the factored problems. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, it's that time again. We have some math problems here and we need you to do them now. Pause the video, complete the problems, and return to the video when you're done. Alright, for this problem, when we multiply our binomials, we're going to be using the FOIL method. So we're going to multiply the first, then the outer, then the inner, and last terms together. So the first terms we're going to multiply is x times x. What's x times x? X squared. And then we're going to go with our outer terms. So the outer terms are going to be the ones on the outside. So x times negative 2. What's x times negative 2? That's just negative 2x. And then we're going to go with the inner terms. We're going to go with these two right here. So what is negative 2 times x? That's just another negative 2x. And last, we're going to go with the last term. So the negative 2 times the negative 2. Well, that's just going to be positive 4. All right, so simplifying real quick, we're going to get x squared minus 4x plus 4. And voila. There's my answer for that one. All right, the next problem. Same method. First, then the outers, then the inners, and the last. And I like doing it this way because it kind of looks like a little happy face. It looks like a nose and a mouth right there. So the first terms, 3x times 3x is just 9x squared. 3x times negative 4 is going to be negative 12x. 1x times negative 3 is negative 3x. And then last, we got negative 1 times negative 4, which is just positive 4. So my answer for this one, 9x squared, negative 15x, and then plus 4. Perfect. Problem C, same method. First, x times x is equal to x squared. Outers, that would be negative 3x. Inners would be 7 times x, which is just 7x. And last, 7 times negative 3 is just negative 21. Pretty simple. After a while, you'll just start kind of, oh, I forgot my x. After a while, you'll start just kind of going quickly through these, and they just become automatic. And the last one, D, same method. First, which is x squared. Outers, 6 times x is just 6x. Inners, negative 5 times x is just negative 5x. And last would be negative 30. So simplifying this problem, so I have x squared plus 1x, subtract 30. All right, done with our do nows. Thank you. For today's lesson, you're going to need this app, Algebra Tiles. You can download it from the Apple Store. You can also get it on Google Play. And I just want to give a big shout out to mathies.ca. Again, they have a lot of other apps that are available to help you learn some math, but we need this app for this lesson. So download the app, pause the video, and as soon as you get it up and loaded, then we'll begin. So once you get the app open, it should open up to a screen that looks like this one. One thing that I always do is I change my colors. So I change my colors to switch them around because I always like my tiles, my positive ones to be blue and my negatives to be red. So if you look the first screen here at the first little box, the red tiles are X's. I switch those around. I like it this method. So go ahead and change that, and here's the screen. So let's kind of go over a little bit of how the screen works here. We are trying to factor this problem x squared plus 7x plus 12. What you should notice over here on the left hand side is we have tiles. So these little tiles, there's the x squared tile. So the cool thing is, again, we're using some virtual manipulatives, and again, thank you Mathies for creating this. We're also going to need 7 x's. Two buttons that you need to know is the little plus sign and the negative sign here. That will change it from positives to negatives, and later on we will be working with negatives, so you'll need to use the red tiles. But right now for this problem, all our values are positive, so we're just going to use positive. The other little cool tool they have here is this little multiplier. So again, if we need a lot of tiles like this one, we need 7 x's. So I'm going to go 5 times, and I'm going to grab an x, and then 5 of them will plop out. So that's pretty cool. I need 2 more x's, so I'll go to 2, and I'll drag out 2 x's. So now we can see our problem is x squared. We have 1x squared, and then we needed 7 x's. There's my 7 x's, and I need 12 unit tiles. So the unit tiles are just a small square. So again, beautiful. This app makes my life a lot easier. So there's 10 tiles at one time, and 2 more. Perfect. Again, I've tried this out. I tried using algebra tiles with like a actual manipulatives where you get to play with, but you know, it's hard to get 12 tiles. They fall on the floor, it makes a mess, and this is just nice and beautiful and clean. If your screen's too small, if you can't see your tiles, then you can always change the width to make them a little wider so you can see better. All right, so again, once you're done with that, once you have your tiles, we have our x squared, we have 7 x's, and we have 12 unit tiles. Now your job is to build one rectangle using all those tiles. So again, if you watched the earlier videos and you've done the earlier lessons, we know that these will go something like this. So I'll place one there. We knew that some of them also went on the other side. And when this gets challenging, it's because we're trying to figure out, well, how many do I put on each side? So we'll have usually some vertical x's and some horizontal x's. I'm just going to kind of go half and half because I'm kind of just guessing to see what will work. I'll throw one on that side. I'll rotate this so it fits on the other side. And this should look exactly like all the problems that we've been doing earlier. Let's rotate that one. And now, where should we throw this one? I guess I could throw it down here. If I wanted to, I can put it up here. But what you should notice is that it's creating a little space for my 12 tiles. So again, and the cool thing about this app is you can drag and drop and start going a lot faster. So I'll drag and drop. I'll go 3 at a time. Boom, boom. And let me get these 2. So we have just created a rectangle that represents the area that we had of x squared. We have our 1x squared. We have the 7 x's in there, and we have 12 tiles. So what are the factors of this? What numbers multiply to give us this? So in this problem, remember to find what your side lengths are, to find out what the factors are. We're going to use the side lengths of my rectangle. So how long is this side? Well, if this tile is x squared, how do you get x squared? It was just x times x. So we're going to go, this side is just x. And then this is 1 unit, and this is 1 unit, and this is 1 unit long. So that's just going to be 3. So our side length for this problem is going to be x plus 3. For the other side, how long is this side? So what's the dimension of this side? Well, this is x long. And then this is 1 unit, and 1 unit, and 1 unit, and 1 unit. So that's just 4. So the factors for our problem are going to be x plus 4 times x plus 3. And then, all right, so for this problem, how do we actually write our answer? What do I want to see on your work there? So I want you to draw this rectangle that you see over there into the picture here. So we're going to draw, and then make sure you use the correct colors too. So again, because pretty soon we're going to have positives and negatives in here. So we have 1 positive x squared, so I would just draw a positive x squared. Alright, we have 3 x's, so that means that'll be 3 x's, so 1, 2, 3. I have 4 x's going the other direction, so I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I have 12 unit tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Now, once you have this rectangle here, if you were just to build a rectangle, you should be able to figure out what are your dimensions of the length and the width of this rectangle. So the top part here is going to represent x, so there it takes 1 unit, 1 x unit that way, plus 3 1 units. So that would be plus 3. And then on the other side, this length here would be x also, and this will be plus 4 units. Perfect. And now we know the answer for our problem. So the answer for this problem is just going to be x plus 3 times x plus 4. And game over. All right, so now you're ready to start building yourself. As you can see, we've already done problem number 1, so that one's done. 2 through 6 are on your own. So go ahead, start working on 2 through 6, pause the screen, and get those done. Remember, when you get to 4 through 6, those have negative tiles, so you're going to have to switch the color around, so that way you guys can build the correct one. When you're ready, unpause the screen, and we'll go over the answers with you. All right, good luck. Have fun. Alright, so now we've finished factoring the 6 problems using algebra tiles, and what I need you to do now is to analyze these 6 problems. Take a look at the original equation, the factors form, and the visual representation. See if you notice any patterns. Record those patterns on your notes, and then tomorrow we will really take another look at this and use that to develop an algorithm. Again, thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned something.